Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. It is 8 o'clock, and it's Friday, and that means it's time for Case's movie review.
Woo!
So, very, very controversial week in the sad wake of Val Kilmer passing away way too soon.
Amen.
And we had a poll on which movie to watch. We'll tell you why we ended up with Top Gun after we get into it, so it's time for Case's movie review.
For Christ's sake, tomorrow's the 4th of July, and we will be open for business.
What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
Utah. Give me 2.
Do you enjoy pain?
Pain don't hurt. Wax on right hand. Wax off left hand.
Now fry like bacon, you little freshman piggies! Fry! Fry!
Playing football in West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime, but I don't want your life.
All right, let's get into it. Case's movie review, and I got a DM from Teresa in Westmont that I can't even say. Every other word is one of those words we can't say on the radio.
Wow. About what?
About why he's doing Top Gun instead of Tombstone.
Oh, I thought it was just in general. Somebody was cursing about.
It's a general complaint from Westmont.
Yeah.
I get a lot of those from Westmont. And I usually can filter through them. I just send them to my mom. I forward them. See what these people think of me? It's really scary.
I have to say, just in general, I think we all need nicknames for this review.
Okay, but first let me explain why he's doing Top Gun.
Okay.
I agree with you. We need nicknames because Case, for his whole life, didn't understand why people said, "Talk to me, Goose." He didn't understand that because he never saw Top Gun.
I thought it was just a fun animal.
Like a children's book.
Yeah. Of all the animals, geese are some of the most fun.
See what we're dealing with here, people? You got it? This guy that just walked in, he didn't know what was going on here. They came in the
He's
bar.
already not a fan of what I'm bringing to the table.
No.
So it's clear that Tombstone won by a long shot. Should be the review this week to honor Val Kilmer, but I overrode it. Kenzie overrode it because I feel like he has to see Val Kilmer as Iceman before you see him as Doc Holliday to appreciate how good he is as Doc Holliday. I see a lot of head nodding. I appreciate the support. Thank you for that move. So he is watching Top Gun.
Well, we got a lot of texts that were like, "How dare you?" And I'm like, you know what? How dare you? Okay. How dare you? I wanted to watch Top Gun, and that's what we're doing.
You wouldn't believe how many "how dare yous" went back and forth on that
How
text
dare
line.
you?
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you? So he's doing Top Gun. That's what he watched yesterday. We're going to review that in a second. Now, again, before we even get into it, before they put the trailer, talk to me, Goose. He didn't understand that for so many years.
Right.
And Kenzie thought we should all have our own nicknames because, Goose, Maverick, Iceman.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun. Well, we were talking about this earlier this week, and I was like, nobody say the nicknames you've come up with. But if we were going to fly planes, what would we be calling each other?
So, Kenzie, what would your nickname be for Case?
Okay. I'd say, talk to me, thick boy.
Thick boy.
Wait, let me try and see if it sticks. Talk to me, thick boy.
That's good.
This is going to be the new billboard. Talk to me, thick boy.
I like it.
So
man.
Now picture Tom Cruise. Thick boy, I can't control where the head spin. Thick boy, I can't. Watch out for the canopy, thick boy. That's why Thick Boy dies. Sorry for the spoiler. Kenzie, what nickname do you have for me?
I said, talk to me, narcissist.
Case, you try it.
Talk to me, narcissist.
I kind of like it.
It rolls off the
It
tongue.
actually sounds really good, right?
As a narcissist, I like it.
Yeah. You'd be flying, obviously.
Yes.
You're so good.
Well, Kenzie can't give her own nickname, so I'm going to just go with bitch. Talk,
Wait, say it in the voice. I need to hear it in the voice.
talk to me, bitch. Case, you try it.
Talk to me, bitch.
Everybody else try it in the bar.
I like it. I actually like it.
That says a lot about you.
I like it.
We got to unpack that.
All right. So
I'm into it.
All right, so now we've got our own nicknames. Let's get to it. We start the movies always with the trailer from 1986, Top Gun. Here's what it sounded like.
Paramount Pictures presents
Just want to serve my country, be the best fighter pilot in the Navy, sir.
the finest,
For 5 weeks, you're going to fly against the best fighter pilots in the world.
the fastest,
Because every time you go up in the air, you're unsafe. That's right.
the bravest.
What you do up there, it's dangerous.
A movie about being the best.
You figured it out yet? What's that? Who's the best pilot?
Tom Cruise, Kelly McGillis, Top Gun, rated PG.
What a trailer. They used the old movie voice there. It was amazing. So, some facts before we get to it. Top Gun came out in May 16th, 1986. The budget, was it $15 million?
$15 million on the budget on Top Gun.
That's it? $15 million?
I was like, did you think that was high or low?
I think it's incredibly low.
Really?
Did the
Because the planes.
Yeah, did they get donated by the Navy? We'll find out. The box office, it made $357.3 million, the highest grossing film of 1986 worldwide. Rotten Tomatoes gives it 58% on reviews from 76 critics with an average. Talk to me, bitch. 6.1 out of 10. Yahoo Movies ranked Top Gun the number 19 on their list of greatest action films of all time. Case the producer at 26 years old. You watched Top Gun yesterday for the first time. In honor of Val Kilmer, you better think about that when you're giving your review.
Talk to us, thick boy. How'd you feel about it?
Give us your review of Top Gun.
Why is everyone so sweaty in this movie? Go back and watch Top Gun. In every scene, everyone is sweating more than any human I've ever seen sweat in my entire life.
When you look like that, it's called glistening. It's different. It's completely different.
This is, of all the movies that I've watched, the sweatiest movie that I've watched yet. And it was distracting in every scene. When they're on the tarmac, they're sweating. When they're in the plane, they're sweating. When they're playing beach volleyball, they're sweating. When they're having sex, they're sweating. This is the sweatiest movie that has ever been produced, and I found it to be distracting from the plot, the action, the planes, the whole thing. Why was everybody so sweaty in this?
What a Gen Zer.
It's called hard work. It's called hard work,
No one
Case.
wants to work these days.
Yeah, Gen Z, you'll never understand.
See, Gen Z sitting in their jeans with their shirt off with their AirPods in the basement.
That's right.
Playing Pokemon Go, Dakota.
On your burner account.
Not sweating at all.
All right, what else besides the sweat?
So, Top Gun is a movie that features overly aggressive pilots that disobey military commanders. Despite the fact that they're on call 24/7 in case a world war breaks out, these are day drinkers who drink profusely in the afternoon. And for some reason, they play beach volleyball with jeans on and no women around. Go back and watch the beach volleyball scene. Not a woman to be found. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but these guys established
judgy.
These guys established they like women, and then all they did was invite their dudes to the beach to go watch them play beach volleyball.
Huh.
It's odd. This whole movie's weird. It's the only way I can describe it.
You think the movie's weird?
The movie's objectively weird.
What?
I don't understand how Tom Cruise wasn't kicked out of Top Flight School the first time he buzzed the tower. Like, the fact that he's still there is actually a flaw in the system. We should look into who was in our military.
Good. He was very good.
But he disobeyed commands, and I thought the military's whole thing was obey us.
But he was really good at flying. It's tough.
I understand that. Go work for Southwest then. They're a little more lenient there.
You can buzz the tower if you fly for Southwest?
I think so.
Holy crap. You are a stickler for military rules. Case people don't know that about Case.
Big military guy. It's what it is. So here's the thing about Top Gun, where I'm gonna make some people mad, and I'm not trying
I'm already
to.
mad.
I know. It's just the 80s might have sucked as a decade, and I think we should address that.
Your mom sucked.
All of these 80s movies that I've watched, like I watched Hoosiers, and they're the rudest people imaginable. I watched Breakfast Club, and all the characters that are supposed to be cool are the biggest dorks I've ever seen.
This is coming from him, by the way.
I watch a movie like Karate Kid, and it's like Cobra Kai are the good guys. They ride dirt bikes and do karate. Daniel San's the loser. It's like Footloose. Kevin Bacon's so rebellious that he's going to do a choreographed dance number. Like, what are we doing in the 80s? And this movie is no different. They try to pick up the women at the bar by doing a song and dance routine. It's humiliating. Oh my God, I could never do that.
Because your technique at the bar has always worked really well.
I've had my results. They're not great, but I've had results,
Maybe if you would have sang and danced a little bit.
But no,
Can we get proof on your results? Because Maverick ends up with the girl.
Maverick does end up with the girl, which, by the way, not to go all Gen Z on this movie, huge conflict of interest between the teacher sleeping with the student, Maverick being the student. Just saying, probably not going to fly now. She's like, I know we shouldn't be doing this. I only control the military, but I'll have sex with you. You're Tom Cruise. It's a little weird.
He wasn't getting, like, groomed, okay? It was fine.
It's weird.
He wasn't, like, 12 in flight school. We just relax.
All right, what about Val Kilmer as Iceman?
So he clearly has like a sinus problem, because if you go back and watch all of Val Kilmer's scenes, like when Goose dies and he goes up to Maverick, he's like, I'm sorry about Goose, and then he just starts breathing so heavily. Like, what's his dude? Get a CPAP machine. What is going on here?
It was the 80s. They weren't invented yet.
Is that true?
There was no CPAP in the 80s.
When did the CPAP machine get invented?
I think about 3 years ago. It was about that, something like that.
But you had to care about Goose. You didn't care about Goose?
So if there's one redeeming quality to Top Gun.
Oh, thank God, because I was going to punch you in the face.
No. The movie's not bad, but it's not great. Anybody calling this a great movie, I think is crazy. But the scene that gets to me is I've never had friendship in the way that Maverick and Goose have had friendship.
You could have stopped just with the friendship part.
Amen. Right, Brian?
I started thinking when Goose died about if me and Brian were in a plane together and Brian got blown to bits by the cockpit. We had to eject the plane and he died the way Goose did. I don't think he would have the reaction that Maverick had if I died, and I don't think I would have the reaction if Brian died.
No, because Brian would think it was bullcrap that he died and you didn't. That's why.
I would just want out of the water in the helicopter fast. I wouldn't sit there like it happens in the scene. Should I play that audio right now?
Yes, because for as many oddities as I found this movie to have, not necessarily flaws, but again, it's just the tone of this movie's odd. The death of Goose is heart-wrenching. It's phenomenal filmmaking, goes slow, the score's beautiful, they let it sink in, and I started weeping as I'm in bed watching this movie, because I've never had a friend in the way that Maverick has a friend like Goose.
Enjoy the scene where Goose dies.
Oh, no.
Head forward, Goose! I can't reach the ejection handle! Goose, you're gonna have to punch us out! I can't reach the ejection handle! Eject! I'm trying! Eject! Watch the canopy!
That's what eyes are saying. Everybody look at Case get emotional here.
I've
He
never
cried in the studio when he played this for me earlier.
I've never had a friend like this before.
He's crying.
So sad.
Sir, let go of him. You gotta let him go, sir.
You gotta let him go, sir. Think about that. That's not only physical.
Brian would have left so fast.
Oh, my God.
You had to hold on to it for a second.
The thing with that line, when they're like, you gotta let him go, it's not only literal, it's metaphorical. You gotta let him go. Oh, my God. Why wasn't that the whole movie? Instead, I had to watch 7 men play beach volleyball.
That's where they're friends. This is why you don't have friends like that.
That's right.
You don't want to dance in a bar with anybody. You don't want to play volleyball. You don't want to sleep with your teachers. You are never going to have a friendship like that. Oh my God.
Kenzie, I've never heard a wrap up of the movie review better than what you just did right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, but watching Case cry in the studio before we got here, saying when he says, "You gotta let him go, sir," he bawled so hard, like when the Cubs won the World Series, like when I bawled, that's how I bawled, that's how he bawled in the studio. It was unbelievable. Any final thoughts here?
The 80s, just not a good decade.
Stop dumping on the 80s.
Not a fan of the 80s.
Yeah, because right now is great. Jeez. Everything's just fine. No one's over-medicated to get through the day, right?
Oh, boy. All right.
By the way, give me a beer at the bar. So how are you? Are you done with anything else you want to point out?
I'm done.
You really? Okay.
I'm done.
So what are you rating this movie in?
Can I rate it out of Goose's? Because Goose was my favorite character.
Oh, my God. Yes, you can.
Look, Top Gun, I understand it's fun. I'm sure a lot of people are wowed by airplanes. Me, personally, not so much of a fan. This is 6 Gooses out of 10, not a rating more. It is a solid 6 Gooses out of 10.
Ooh. Now, here's the thing. Because of the voting the way it went, it's geese, by the way.
Dumbass.
But his name name's Goose. His name, it's not the Indiana education.
You're never going to have a friend. You're never going to have one.
His name is Goose.
Now they're coming after him for his Indiana education.
His name is Goose. It's 6 gooses out of 10. If his name was Geese, I would say 6 geeses out of 10, but it's not. His name is Goose.
What if Goose had a twin brother and they showed up together? It's
What was
geese.
that? Wait, what?
It's geese.
What? Then that's different.
It's 2 gooses.
I
But that
didn't
doesn't,
take
that,
notes.
in fairness, I don't agree with Case ever, but that doesn't apply to the situation at all.
6 gooses out of 10.
That's right.
Now, and me and Kenzie pulled the plug on Tombstone, even though it is an incredible, outstanding movie. And
Talk to me, Huckleberry.
Amazing, Kenzie. Very good.
Thank you.
So next week, he will do Tombstone. So he sees how Val Kilmer evolved from a sniffing Iceman to Doc Holliday, one of the greatest movie performances of all time. So next Friday, Case will review Tombstone right here with Brian and Kenzie. Maybe we'll come back to the bar and do it live.
Maybe.
From Almost Home Tavern, there you go. Case's movie review of Top Gun with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.